Happy Halloween, Weather Girls! It's Leo, and in this video we're checking out episode titles from November for Wonderful PreCure. Unfortunately, on this month we're gonna have a little break. This weekend we won't have a new episode. That results in only 3 episodes in Wonderful PreCure. Oh no! But we have episode titles for episodes 40, 41, and 42. Let's talk about them. Starting with episode 40, which is called The Great Wanyan Incident. It's airing in November 10th. Episode 41, which is making me very, very hyped, is called Yuki on Stage, and it's airing November 17th. And the last episode of the month, Wonderful Home for Everyone, which is the title for episode 42, which is airing November 24th. Unfortunately, only 3 episodes. But based on the episode titles, I feel like we're gonna have a chill month for Wonderful PreCure, and that makes a lot of sense with the narrative that we had in episode 39. So let's get a deeper dive. Let's talk a little bit about the episode titles and what we can expect. In episode 39, we had an incident with Gao. Gao attacked directly. He attacked directly for the first time, and that resulted in him losing the powers that he had stored. He did not store enough power to attack. Remembering that he was sealed by Nico at the start of the season, after that he was able to awaken, and he used his powers to reawaken Zakuro and Torame, and now he used his powers again to try and turn Komugi into a Gaogaon. And so he does not have enough power to do another attack. He wants to destroy humanity. He holds a huge grudge against humans. But there is also something important for us to remember about Gao. Animals seem to love him. Animals are drawn to him and feel safe around him. And we've also seen that there is some sort of bond between him and Komugi, which feels very sweet already. I feel like it's going to make our hearts hurt at the end of this show. I can sense the emotions already. I am loving this plot. But because of Gao and also because of all the smiles in Animal Town, we have another big event happening, which is Nico-sama, or human Nico. Nico becoming human, Nico turning into a human. And that is important because Nico has just turned into a human. She can't really control her human powers, and that is going to result in the event of episode 40. Because Nico cannot control her powers, okay, before that, they are going to go to the shrine because that's where Gao is. Satoru is going to discover, or at least get hints, that Gao was at the shrine before. So they will go to the shrine to see if they can find Gao. When they get there, Gao is not there anymore. And Nico will use her powers to try and sense to see if she can find where Gao is, or if she can sense traces of him. But since she just turned human, she is not able to control her powers. And that will make Iroha turn into a dog and Mayu turn into a cat. So all of the events that are happening in episode 40, One Nyan Incident, is because of Nico not being able to handle all her power as a human, in her human form. I think this episode is going to be a lot of fun. It is just going to be really, really gorgeous. I really can't wait. And now for episode 41, Yuki on Stage. Girl, when I saw this episode title, I kind of freaked out, and I already imagined Yuki as an idol, or Yuki as a pop star, as a performer. Is this a hint for 2025 PreCure? Are we gonna have idols? Pastel weather PreCure, a green cure? Oh my god, what is going on? When I saw this, I kind of freaked out a little bit, but then I remembered that we had in episode 20, I believe, some of Yuki's classmates inviting her to join the drama club or the theater club. And I thought, well, maybe this is what they're actually meaning. Maybe her debut on stage is related to theater, which is going to be very, very nice as well. I think one of the nice things about Yuki, which was something I was like waiting to see where they were gonna go with her character, is that Yuki is someone that I really like how she's being worked, how she's being written, and how she's being developed. I think they're taking their time with her character, and I love it. And I believe that now she is the type of character that doesn't need Mayu for everything in her life. We've seen her that she has other things that she is doing outside of the Mayu universe now, and I really like that about her. And again, I really love how the show has worked on that. So it's going to be really nice to see Yuki blossoming even more, and discovering even more things about herself. We don't know if this is going to be related to Mayu or not, but that makes me excited nonetheless. And if we're talking about theater, we have Romeo and Juliet in Futariwa. And, that was a very sweet moment between Nagisa and Honoka. The OGs, honey. Girl. And also talking about plays and, stage plays, I also got reminded of Cardcaptor Sakura. Cardcaptor Sakura has this iconic moment as well of Sakura being the prince and Xiaodan being the princess in the play. This was lovely. I loved this episode from Cardcaptor Sakura. It was amazing. And, I just got reminded of this. Magical Girls, still talking about Magical Girls, talking about stage plays. This was where my mind went. And I just thought it was a funny moment to bring to this video for us to remember. If you haven't seen Cardcaptor Sakura, baby, you are missing out on one of the classics of the Magical Girl universe. And now for the last episode of the month, I can't really make much out of it. When it comes to the last episode of the month, which is called Wonderful Home for Everyone. Look, I believe that this episode is a connection to Nico Garden. And I want to do a video on my theories on Nico-sama. I will do, but I will do it, just not now. But I believe that Nico created Nico Garden to protect animals from humans, and she took some animals to Nico Garden to be like a safe haven, a safe place for animals. But now Nico is changing her views on humanity. She does not see humanity the same way as she did before. Because of Animal Town, because of the cures, she is now having a different perspective on animals. And when it comes to this Wonderful Home for Everyone, I wonder if they're going to create like a safe place for animals on Earth, stray animals, animals that were abandoned. We see that in Animal Town, there is a lot of care for animals. We saw in episode 38. Was it 38 or was it 37? Well, it was 38. We've known a character called Yuko, who is a character that takes care of animals that are abandoned because their owners had health issues that were not able to take care of them anymore. But we know that there are animals that are abandoned for other reasons as well. We have lots of bad owners in the world. And Animal Town seems to be a very idealistic place. It is a place in which people are good to animals. Animals are not dangerous. There is always this good relationship between them. But we know that it's not like that everywhere. So what if Nico tries to recreate what she did in Nico Garden, but this time on Earth? She tries to do something different. But there's also something else. Episode 41 is a Yuki episode. And at this point in time, in some of the seasons, we've already had the last character episodes before closing the season. At this point in Hirogaru, for example, Cure Butterfly and Cure Wing already had their closures. We were dealing with Mashiro's closure at this point in time, and then we had Sora's closure, and then we had Majesty. But this time it's when they start closing the arcs for the characters. So this wonderful home might be something related to Iroha as well. Maybe Iroha will think of something like that for animals. Or maybe it's not related to any of the characters, and maybe December will work on with individual character episodes. But there's also the fact that we don't have many individual character episodes in Wonderful. The last one we had was surprisingly a Yuki episode, and now we're gonna have another one. It seems that it's gonna be another one, and we don't know. It might be a different thing in November. Obviously, it might be a Yuki and Mayu duo episode, but only Yuki is featured in the title. But what I mean is that we usually have closures for the characters in PreCure. That is something very common in almost all seasons. And maybe they're also going to do it in Wonderful. It's very hard to know what they're going to do in Wonderful because Wonderful is a season that is like breaking the norms in so many ways. And it's kind of hard to know what they're going to do, what the next step of the season is going to be. But I believe there's going to be like last episodes for everyone. Even if it's not really a closure, but like just for us viewers to think, oh, this might be a step that the character will take in their future. We don't know. We don't even know how the Wonderful PreCure season is going to end, We don't even know if Yuki and Komugi will keep on talking and becoming humans or not at the end. We have no idea what's going to happen. And, that's a fun thing. That's a fun thing to think about. I mean, depending on what you think about. Because, if both Komugi and Yuki lose their abilities to talk and turn into humans, it might be a little sad, I believe. It might be a little sad. But anyways, this is it for now. This month of November is very special for PreCure because we will have the name of the next season being revealed. It does not get past November. I believe in the last week of November, we will have both the title and the website of the next season, but it can come before that. But I believe they will keep on with the trend that they've created with Hirogaru Sky PreCure and Wonderful PreCure. I'm excited. Do you believe Pastel Weather is the next season? What do you think? Anyways, let's talk about November. Let's keep talking about November in Wonderful. Which episode are you most excited for? Anyways, babies, this is it for now. First, I want to thank the Magical Cinnamon production team for this content and also the members. If you're a member, thank you very much for your support here on YouTube, on Patreon, on Throne. I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.